Yeah, what's good, fellas and fellas? We back again with another video of that sauce. Alright, so I wanted to make this video because I made the video yesterday about how to do the heroic assaults, or at least get to the heroic assaults, and then I had a breakdown of the power levels needed for each individual level. This is me on level 10, actually, not level 15. So this is me when I started at level 10, which is a boss level. You get a boss level every 5 levels is a boss level, so all the way up to 30 essentially, and then the powers increase incrementally. So when I started yesterday, as you can see in the last video, if you watched it, I was only 1500 power. Only 1500 power. I lose a percentage of my melee critical damage, which is this percentage with the fists and the little like sun rays coming off. So I went down like 49% or 39% from what I originally had, but I also went up 3800 power, and I started with them. So I went to New Game Plus and I started with them when they started at level 7. So they started at level 7 and we went further on. So I'm saying that to say that as long as the host is high enough, no matter what level you're at, you can still join regardless of what. Now going further, yesterday I was 1500 power. Today I think I'm close to like 9,500 power, something like that, maybe even 10k. I'm saying that to say that no matter if you're level 30, you can still put on level 40 and 41, 42, all the way up to 50, which is the level 30 minions or mobs are at. They're like level 50 or 51. But you can put all of that, all of the gear you get on at level 30, regardless if it's level 41, 42, 43. Now, what made me even try that was, for one, I was curious, but number 2 is when I originally saw this, I seen that the max level was 40, and we were all trying to figure out how in the world are we gonna go from being level 40 with level 40 gear to now getting 20,000 power if the gear stays at the same level. Once we got to, I want to say level 15 or 16, I think we did up to 15, maybe 16, maybe even 17. Once we got there, we started seeing 40, 41, 42, and I was getting mods from there. I was getting legendary mods. Now, getting legendary mods, getting legendary gear that were level 41, 42, and I was still able to put it on to increase my power level. Now, in the last video I said yesterday was I felt like the heroic assaults and the showdowns were going to be the best way for you to level up your character and get power level up. And I was correct when I said that. And I'll even prove it, because I'll even load up the game so that y'all can see what I'm talking about, how my power level is. This is me at level 10. This is me on level 10 of the heroic assault. I joined my friend's host, and you know, I was holding my own. They was carrying me, but I was holding my own. I got good hands, which y'all gonna see in the video. So I'm gonna just let the video play in the background. Now, the next thing I will say is that when you're doing the lower levels, any level under 10, you don't get too much XP if you just started your New Game Plus fresh. So I wasn't getting much XP. It's not until I reached like level 15 with them boys yesterday that I really started to get good XP, and I mean good XP. Once I hit level 15, I was leveling up like 2 times a level. Then when I went to 16, I leveled up like 2 or 3 times, because the mobs are just cranking out so much XP. So for a person like me who didn't get a chance to finish his New Game Plus, which I will be finishing, I didn't get a chance to even start my New Game Plus. But I have all this gear, I have all these mods, I have all of this, and every chest, even though the chests in the open world suck at giving out legendary materials, every chest level 15 plus, not every chest, but a lot of the chests were giving out a lot of legendary material. I mean, a lot of legendary material. And it was crazy because, like I said, I started at level 30 yesterday with 1900 power, and I'm looking at my power right now. Which I'm gonna switch and put on the screen as of right now. Boom. As you can see right here in the top right, I'm close to 10k power. I'm literally close to 10k power. I got 3000 power in my suit, 3000 in my melee weapon, I got 3000 in my range weapon, I got level 40 gear on, and I'm only level 37. I got 6 AP points available. I wonder if I can see it from here. I may be able to see it from here. So I'm just gonna try it, because like I said, why not? We were doing the levels. So I completely skipped. I just want to see. All right, so as you can see, I completely skipped floor 1, floor 2, floor 3, 4th floor, and then the 5th floor and the 6th floor. I started with them at 7, did 8, did 9, did 10, did 11, did 12, did 13, did 14, did 15, did 16, and did 17. And I started at 1500 power. And I started at level 30. And I just, from these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, like 11 levels, I went up 7 levels, and I went up a good 8,400 power easily. So hands down, the fastest XP in the game is getting in here with your buddies and going crazy, just going absolutely crazy every chance you get. Back to that. So now another thing that we did find out, as I just showed y'all, was that the levels were, it didn't matter where you started as long as you completed them with your friends. It didn't matter. As you can see from the gameplay, the mobs are a lot higher than me at this present time, and but I'm still able to do damage and keep up. We did get overwhelmed towards the end, because like I said, this was a boss level, but I mean, it still helps. So this was like the boss fight right here, and like it was overwhelming because it was so many mobs, like literally so many mobs, and they were all throwing fire, doing whatever they can. So I would say, if you haven't beaten the game once, at least beat the game once so you can get your AP points by doing the collectibles and this, that, and the third. And then before you even start the heroic assault, so you don't waste any XP, I would say to start your new game plus after doing all your basic trainings, doing your knighthood for whatever your main character is going to be, and getting all of that done. Because if you do that, it will make this heroic assault 12 times easier for you. And like I said, I am severely out leveled for this floor, and I was still holding my own. It does get quite difficult in the further, like on the higher floors, of course, because they hit so much harder. But even if you have a chance to keep rerunning floors, which you can still come out with some of these good gear, some of this good mods, and good things to craft. Remember, when you're upgrading your gear, to take off your mods off the gear that you already have on. Because if you don't, you'll be like me and not notice that you have better gear on, but your mods are the reason why no gear looks better than the one that you have on. So when you're looking for gear, there's some epics and legendaries that have 4 mods on it. That's the gear you're looking for, 4 mods. I would say the best damage in the game by far is the cryo damage or lightning damage. Fire, most people are weak to fire, but for some reason it takes too long for it to build up on a person. Some people use fire damage and are still weak to fire. So I think ice Even ice works on regulators, so that's how OP ice is right now. Toxic damage sucks. Concuss is nice because concuss, if you do it correctly, especially with heavy attacks, you get a lot of stuns on lower mobs and even some of these heavier mobs or bigger mobs. So I think ice is great. It helps. Like I just did, I froze a couple people, then I ran back to do the objective. So while they're frozen, I can do the objective and do what I need to do. So especially if you're a lower level character as compared to your friends, ice damage helps out greatly. It makes it where you don't get overwhelmed. The best character I've seen so far for overall damage is probably Batgirl with them bats. And really, that's all I had to say for this video. If I think of anything else, I'll leave it down in the comment section. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comment section. And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that we back again. And thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more bangers coming out. Deuces. I'm out.